Welcome to the show. Some things I want to talk about today. You know, it's just like be easygoing. You know, um, it has nothing to do with like other people. You know, uh, other people falling in love with your process. They're gonna land where they're gonna land, whether they love what you do or whether they don't. Um, you gotta be truly enjoying what you do. So be easygoing. Find a place, within yourself, and what you do, you know, where you're mellow, and I guarantee, all good things will flow from there, I'm keeping up on social media, with, you know, um, the NBA and things like that. And, it's just interesting to see sports nowadays. I'm like watching it the way I always thought I'd watch it, where I don't really have the time to tune into it and I'm catching clips of it, you know. Um, yeah, you know, I'm working on things I enjoy, which I've clearly mentioned. And this morning, I didn't train, but I'm up early, you know, uh, going through my morning routine, and uh, you know, enjoying my day from there, because in this life, you know, not much is gonna happen without you putting in any effort. It doesn't have to be work. you know I've done things in my life where it's complete effort, showing that you have faith in something, and that's just reality. you know um, so much on my mind this morning I care to share. you know uh, I'm at a different point in my life where, like I said, I let those feelings of joy, uh, immerse in myself. That I got to a point where everything's put together, and I gave it its moment. I gave it its time, to celebrate, and that's something definitely to celebrate. And you know, since then I've been at a different place in my life, and um, in today's world, in today's economy, living in the United States, um, we're living in a time where it's hard, a recession, and um, you have to live with those things, because whether you're right or wrong, it's good to be on a side. You know, that shows that to, you decided something, and you know, I feel that you know me continuing to pursue my endeavors is always going to be the side that I'm on. Aside from the 9 to 5 work week, and you know, um, just you know, um, the layout the world puts in front of you to take. I'm on my own side, and I choose to partake in all the things that you know come with that. Um, I'm prepared for it, and very sharp to uh, make those decisions that like I said, I'm at a point where it's only blessings. I'm on the other side of you know the hardship and the tribulations, and are there more to come? Sure. You know, every day has its own troubles, but I'm here, you know, knowing how to maneuver through a day, and that to me is so important. Um, I'm looking forward to just what's to come, and hope y'all enjoy this episode today.